This freelancer's LinkedIn profile said admin officer, content creator, and blogger. But buried underneath all of that was a YouTube channel with over 2,000 subs and a hidden knack for thumbnails, titles, and scripting that most founders would kill for. In this clarity gem, we revisited Nora from a generalist VA to a YouTube specialist, someone creators and Scrappy teams should actually be hiring. We talked about how the trap of listing everything you can do and why being specific doesn't shrink your opportunities, it multiplies them. Let's get into it.
Hi, my name is Nora and I am from South Africa. I'm looking to find remote jobs, probably from US startups, so that I can work for them doing virtual assistants. I can do calendar management and also I can do their social media. And I'm a fast learner and I'm always ready and willing to learn as much as I can with a potential client. Thank you.
I love that, Nora. And I know just from chatting offline, you're really good at social media and you have a lot of experience with YouTube and video. Can you maybe share a little bit more about kind of some of the work that maybe you've done and the type of work that you're looking to get when it comes to more freelance VA and social media gigs? And just talk a little bit more about kind of what type of social media work have you done? What YouTube have you done? Tell me a little bit more about that.
I have not done YouTube for a particular client, but I've been building my own brand with YouTube. So I do educational videos. I help other people like me, like-minded people, to find remote jobs. If I find something, I share it on my YouTube. So it's more educational. And I think I have gotten the hang of organic content on YouTube because I have built an audience of about almost 2,000 subscribers, and they are very engaging. They're happy with my content. So I feel like if I could do it for myself, I could probably use the skills that I've acquired for a client. And I also just like being on camera and on social media. So that's something that I can offer to clients because I'm very passionate about it. So I feel like it would be, there's a saying that says, if you do something that you love, you will not work a day in your life. So I feel like with social media, that would be it for me. So for virtual assistants, I feel like the skills days because I have acquired them on site. So I feel like I have some knowledge with managing the calendars and just doing admin work for an on-site client. So I feel like I can use my transferable skills for that. Yes, thank you.
I love it. You just said something that I feel like was super, super interesting, and you just completely glossed over it, which is you have this YouTube channel that kind of started as a passion to learn about video and to learn about social media. You've grown that to over 2,000 subscribers. That's incredible. Can you tell her a little
Yeah,
bit more about kind of what your channel's about and maybe how you kind of were able to go from unknown to now 2,000 subscribers?
my channel is about remote work actually. I call it the making money online niche. Yeah, I know ChatGPT told me, I gave it a prompt. I said, okay, grill me. What can you say about it? And it was like, we don't need another person telling us to make money online when they don't have any money. So I get that. But then I feel like the information that I find along the way is so valuable. So I started small. I would look on YouTube for other people saying make money online, and then I give it a try. I test drive it, and then I document everything, and then I share my experiences from surveys. People were going crazy about surveys, so I tried it, and I tell people, okay, this worked for me, this didn't work, this and this and that. So people actually just organically like that, and they would subscribe.
So, knowing what you know about social media, do you want more types of clients like that so you can, get paid not just for your own stuff, but also to help clients with the same thing?
I'm very open to that because I actually enjoy doing the work on YouTube. So when I found out, when I dive deep and learning that you can actually offer YouTube services to clients, I said, that's me. I'm here. I can do that because I actually like it.
What part of YouTube, or do you just like everything about YouTube? Or is there a part that you're really good at? So, are you really good at creating thumbnails? Are you really good at titles? Are you good at YouTube SEO? Do you like scripting? Do you like recording? What parts of YouTube do you think you're really good at?
Well, I like recording, the recording part. I would say editing takes a lot of time And for my videos, the editing is very minimal, but also it has to sound great. The thumbnails, I also learned that thumbnails are very important into the algorithm of YouTube. So my content does not require extensive thumbnails, but I feel like my thumbnails are quite good. They're quite attracting to the viewers. So I would say the recording and yes, the thumbnails and well, editing because I have to edit, but I would say not so much editing because it takes a lot of time, you know.
So you're really good at thumbnails, recording, scripting, and titling.
Yes.
Those are totally in-demand skills. So that's,
Oh,
thumbnails, titles, recording, scripting. Yeah, a lot of people will pay for that. So fundamentally, I know you said you're looking for VA gigs for your business, but, if those VA gigs were tied to being a YouTube VA or even a YouTube strategist, is that kind of the direction that you want to go?
I'm totally open to it.
Yeah, let's dive deeper into that. Okay, so I'm seeing a couple of things right off of the bat. So I see your cover photo, which is great.
Yeah.
And you have a really good headshot that shows your face. Awesome. No notes there. And then I see kind of your cover photo where it says admin officer, content creator, blogger. Content creator and blogger makes tons of sense from what you just shared already.
Okay.
Admin officer feels like a throwaway where it's like, okay, if you've already kind of said to me, you have tons of skills and have already grown a channel to 2,000 subscribers. You know YouTube, you know social media, you're really good at it. Why are you trying to hedge that with 3 different roles that are all 3 completely different roles, as opposed to just leaning into one? Because you can get VA gigs for all of those. So if you can be a VA YouTuber, you can be a VA blogger, you can be a VA who just does, executive admin.
Okay.
Trying to combine all 3 of those is kind of making you seem more generic than you actually are.
It's making me seem like I'm all over the place.
It makes you seem a little bit more generic, and it's kind of underselling. I feel like it might be underselling how good you are at YouTube and how good you are at blogging and social media.
So niching down works better.
Yeah, absolutely. Particularly if you kind of, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you said just now, you're really good at scripting, you're really good at recording, you're really good at writing titles and thumbnails for YouTube. There's a whole bunch of professional YouTube creators, as well as companies who will do YouTube for their companies as well, that need titles, that need thumbnails, that need recording help, that need scripting help. You can literally go on to Upwork or do cold pitching and literally just say, hey, I'm a YouTube VA, and probably land 3 to 4 gigs in a matter of weeks.
Wow, I never thought about it like that. I thought maybe if I'm include everything that I know, maybe somebody would jump up with the chance and say, this one knows a lot of things.
I think I've had a lot of people say something very similar, and even myself early on had the same thought, which is I just want to figure out how versatile I am. I can do some different things. However, just from my own experience, you can end up with showcasing so much versatility that you look really like too much of a generalist. And if you're too much of a generalist, people, don't necessarily know what to do. So if you were to kind of niche down just a little bit and to say, hey, I'm a YouTube VA, you're going to get a lot more interest, even if it feels like your market of people is smaller.
Oh, okay. So fix the admin part. Just remove the admin part.
Or what I would do, that would be even killer. And it sounds like you already have these skills as a YouTube thumbnail artist. So you can already wipe the floor out of most people, is change your cover photo, because it's literally the number one thing that people are going to see when they, Google you or go onto LinkedIn. And instead, I like your name there. That's helpful. But instead of admin officer, content creator, and blogger, just say, I'm a YouTube VA for whatever niche I'm in or whatever. Or you even literally say at the beginning, since you don't necessarily know what your niche is yet, just be like, I'm a YouTube VA. And then just put an example of your channel, because you have, 2,000 plus subscribers. So you already have proof. And you can literally just put in there as well, be like, so have something where it's in where your head right now, have something say like scripting, recording, thumbnails, and you said, and things like that. So people instantly know, hey, I need help with my thumbnails. I'm just gonna hire Nora.
Wow, okay. I'm taking note. I'll do that immediately.
Same goes for your one-liner here. I
Oh,
like
okay.
virtual assistant, but it's generic.
Uh,
Anybody can call themselves a virtual assistant. So instead of saying that, just be like, hey, I'm a YouTube virtual assistant. And then
wow.
just be like, just say YouTube virtual assistant, or if you want to get even smarter than that, just be like, I help X YouTubers or X companies with create really banging thumbnails, titles, and record awesome videos that get attention. Something like that. You're gonna want to figure out a little bit more exactly what your niche is, and or figure out exactly what people want to pay for. So the start maybe get a little bit more general, but over time you can start to refine that line so it becomes so specific, so that if somebody's looking for YouTube thumbnails and YouTube titles, they're gonna see your name.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So what about the fact that I've only been doing YouTube for myself? Will it matter to clients, or would they want to see something from an actual client?
Yes and no. I think the fact that you've already done it for yourself makes you super credible. Will that mean that maybe you can't necessarily charge premium rates right after the bat? Probably not. However, lean into the fact that you are your best case study. You've already proven you can get a channel to 2,000 subscribers. That's awesome. If I were in your position, I would write a really quick case study and just be like, hey, here's, or just a blog post. It's like, or even just a LinkedIn post. It's just like, here's how I grew my channel from 0 to 2,000 plus, and just put in the types of things that you did. That's going to give you instant credibility. And then just utilize that as a pitch. You might have to pitch on the lower end, so you pitch yourself as more of a beginner. But then
Okay.
once you have 2 or 3 gigs, start to raise your rates, and you'll start to get premium rates in no time.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I guess my question to you is, what are some of the things that you did to help you extract that blog post so you have that case study, because you are your best case study anyway? What are some of the things you did to grow to 2,000 subscribers?
I just kept on posting. One video in particular just went sort of viral because I don't sit down to script so much. When I have information about a video, I just do the video and then I explain what happened. Because remember, my channel is testing what other YouTubers are saying about a specific topic. If they say this survey gives money, I do the survey and then I make a video telling them about the survey, so it just comes right at the bat.
Why do you think some of those videos took off?
I would say because people want to get into this, my niche, making money online. I think it's just famous on YouTube. So I put the thumbnail, making money online. I put the name of the gig that I tried, and I think I put some hashtags over there so that it can reach a broader audience.
I love it. I would maybe elaborate that a little bit more, but that could literally be a big part of this little blog post where you just kind of explain, here's how I went from 0 to 2,000. Here's kind of how I think about content. Here's why the content that took off did well, and just kind of explain what you just shared there, maybe in a little bit more detail, and that's going to help you land those first 1 to 3 clients. And then you work really, really hard on those 3 clients, figure out how to get a case study from one of them, and then suddenly you now are no longer have 0 clients and just yourself. You now have 3. You have at least 1 case study that's not your own, and now you can try to charge premium rates.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess the problem is starting from the bottom
Yeah.
with a
Starting
lot
from
of.
the bottom is hard, but you've already done more than 98% of people who are
Oh,
brand new to being YouTube VAs. You already have proven that you can grow a channel. Utilize that.
yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's yours. Everyone does that.
Oh, okay.
And then I guess the next question I would have for you is, your about section reads like a resume, whereas I would utilize your about section to talk a little bit more about your process. So just start to explain, hey, here's all of my experience doing social media and doing YouTube. And instead of having it be a resume, elaborate on the things where you're saying you're a YouTube content creator, put some of that in there, and then maybe make it a lot shorter and say, like, hey, here's how I help out my clients. This is the work that I do for them. Contact me to book a call, that sort of thing, or send me an email.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So instead of trying to say have this really gigantic laundry list, just go completely niche down into YouTube.
Niche down. Okay.
Same thing with services. I like that you have video production. You actually, no notes here. These are all fine. Maybe add in a couple of services that say YouTube titles,
Okay.
YouTube thumbnails, because I know for a fact there's a lot of people who pay a lot of money for YouTube thumbnails that are good. And if you already can prove that you've done that for yourself and just put those screenshots in your blog post, you can potentially go as niche as saying, hey, I'm your VA for YouTube thumbnail creation. That goes viral.
You know, Jessica, this is new to me because I did not think people would pay for thumbnails. I literally just slap a picture here and there, and then I put a little title.
Yeah, there are entire agencies that literally just specialize in YouTube thumbnails. And if you
Wow.
could already have proven that you can write thumbnails for yourself, and or you have a couple that have gone viral, even mildly viral,
Yeah.
utilize that. And you might not be able to charge a premium right now, but you could probably charge decent money just by just saying, hey, I'm the VA you need when you need thumbnails that are going to get attention.
Okay, I will look into that more.
Awesome. I think those
Yeah.
are most of the feedback that I have. Any questions before we wrap?
No questions. I'm just happy with the information that I've gotten. I will fix my profile as soon as yesterday.
I love it. It's so great to have you on Clarity Jams, Nora.